If you're watching this video, it is because you already have created a class or you're familiar with how to create a class for Google Classroom, but you really don't know all the different features and functions. This isn't going to be how to set up a document or anything like that. It will just be how to navigate Google Classroom itself. So if you're already familiar with how to navigate Google Classroom, skip this video and go to video number 3 on how to upload documents and retrieve them from students. So there's a few different things. If you have more than one class, you will click that button up here at the top, and I'll do that again. You'll click up here and it will show you all the different Google Classrooms that you have. You can see that I have a couple of pretend ones, but I have Google Classroom. If you are an advisor, this is a great way to keep in contact with your students. And here you can see I have all of my other classes that I normally use. So that's how I can easily click back and forth between my classes. Here we have a couple of things: stream, classwork, people, and grades. So grades you can't see, but I'm hoping to have that fixed because I cannot show you student information. So I'm waiting for some teachers to be my pretend students, and I'll show you how to do that in a later upcoming video. For now, let's just talk about what the stream is. Most of you are familiar with social media, in particular what I've heard my daughter call the mom's social network, otherwise known as Facebook. In Facebook, typically you scroll down, and I can't scroll because I don't have anything, but this screen would scroll down, this would go away, and you can see everything that happened with the latest and greatest on top and the oldest information on the bottom. It also tells you a couple of things. So if you have a new student that enrolls into the school, and that is a possibility, you will always know what your code is. It is right here. You can also see what upcoming work there is. If you have assigned work through Google Classroom, it will tell you what's coming up. And you can communicate with your classes right here in the stream. So if I just wanted to say, and check who I wanted to go to, so my physical science, my pretend one, okay? So I would put, good morning, everyone. Okay, so here I just did a really quick message to my students as you saw me type, and if I wanted to add anything, so the link. So if I had a link to my Zoom, which I would click that and I would Control V, letter V as in Victor, that is to paste things. So I would Control V, the link into there, and then add it. If I have a YouTube, I'll do that in just a minute. So we'll just assume that I put something up there. So then I have some options. So if you take a look at the drop-down menu, I can post it right now. That means immediately my students can see it. Or you can schedule when you want it to go out, or you can save it as a draft. So if I save it as a draft, then I would come up here and I can see that I have one saved announcement, and I just click this drop down menu and then I can find what I want. If I decide I don't want to send it out, I can click the trash button, or I can click on it and say, yes, I want to post it now. And as you can see, it's now in my stream. So let's say I want to post something else. So one of the things that I've been doing while we have been off is, in addition to the different work I've given to my students, I've been sending video clips and different things of that sort, and we can have an open discussion about them. So I would click on this, and I come up here and I'm going to left click one time. I'll show that to you again. I'm going to hover over this with my mouse, left click one time, and then I'm going to press with my pinky the control button and then my forefinger the letter C, and that copies the link for me. Or you can click the right button one time, come down here to copy, click the left button one time. I just prefer to do copy, Control C, Control V. That's just how I do it. However you want to do it's fine. So then I would come in my stream and I would say something like, hey kids, great video on science versus aliens. Check it out. Tonight we will have an open discussion. Tomorrow in classroom starting at 5 p.m. Enjoy. Okay, so that's what I'm going to share with them. Now, in order for them to get to where they need to go, I need to left click the add button. And I'm just going to come up here to link. You can look it up in YouTube, but I find that to be counterproductive with time. So I just come up to the link because I already found the link. And then you can right click and click paste, or you can do like I do, Control V as in Victor, and add the link, and then bam, there it is. So before I do anything, I'm going to take a look. It all looks great. It's going to all of my students, and I have more than one physical science class. So I'm going to click all of those, and now it's telling me that this is going to go out to all 5 of my science classes. And then I'm going to post it. And then there you can see in the stream, my oldest one is on the bottom and my newest one is at the top. So that's how you stream.